read all the lines. We're started right. Hold on. Yeah, we're on.
Come with us on a journey into the unknown, the unexplained, and the unbelievable. We will test your senses and challenge your beliefs. A world where science and religion clash. Or do they? You will meet real people and hear real stories, but you will not believe. You will witness strange sights and hear strange sounds, but you will not believe. This is the New England Ghost Project. Welcome to the nightmare.
Good evening and welcome to Ghost Chronicles Next Generation.
You're jingling.
I'm jingling. I hope so. This is our 3-year anniversary show. Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Never thought we'd make it this far. Anyways.
If I remembered, I would have brought you something.
Yeah. It is also our Christmas show. So we are going to do something
I brought you matches.
Completely different tonight. And we are going to be reading Sherlock Holmes The Night Before Christmas, which is a radio broadcast from December 24th, 1945.
Oh, I remember that.
I'm sure you do. So grab some cocoa, relax, and enjoy Sherlock Holmes The Night Before Christmas. All right.
This episode from the life of Sherlock Holmes will be transmitted to our men and women overseas by shortwave and through worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service. P2 Ghost Chronicles brings you Anne Kerrigan and Ron Kolek as Sherlock Holmes and Watson.
Okay. Hit it.
Ghost Chronicles and the Petrie family, the family that took time to bring you good wine, invites you to listen to Dr. Watson tell us another exciting adventure he shared with his old friend, that master detective Sherlock Holmes. Well, right about now, you're probably taking a little breather in your last-minute rush to get everything ready for the big day tomorrow. Children have been put to bed to wait for Santa Claus, and there's a tree waiting to be decorated. And oh, 1,000,001 things which must be done before morning. I'm sure you have all got your Christmas shopping done. It's pretty hectic rushing off at the last minute to take care of Uncle Charlie or Aunt Bertha or Cousin Sam. But if you must get something, just remember that you can always dash over to your wine merchant and get a bottle of Petrie wine, or better yet, a whole case of Petrie wine. Petrie wine's a swell gift, and I just thought a little last-minute suggestion might be of some help. And now I'm sure our good friend Dr. Watson has been waiting for us, so let's go in and join him.
Come in, come in, come in.
Door opens.
Wait, door opens. There you are, Mr. Bartell.
Door closes.
Oh, say, Doctor, I can see you're going to have yourself quite a Christmas. Big tree in the corner with colored lights on it. Where'd you get those? Table covered with presents. You must be mighty popular.
Well, they aren't all for me, my boy. You see, I'm having a Christmas party tomorrow for my housekeeper's little nieces.
Oh.
I'm going to dress up as Santa Claus for them.
Well, I'm sure you'll look very convincing in the part. Oh, by the way, Doctor, I brought you a little present.
Oh, really?
Here it is. I hope you like it.
Oh, it's so good of you, Mr. Bartell. I've got one for you, too, here somewhere. Oh, you mustn't open it until tomorrow. Here you are, my boy.
Thanks a lot, Doctor. And, how's about tonight's story? Last week you told us you'd chosen an adventure with a lot of Christmassy atmosphere.
Yes, Mr. Bartell. My story begins on another Christmas Eve many, many years ago. To be exact, in 1886. At the time the adventure occurred, I must confess I didn't quite understand what was going on myself. In fact, I never did quite make head or tails of it until Holmes took pity on me later and explained the whole thing. But I shan't try to confuse you, Mr. Bartell. I'll tell you the story exactly as it happened.
Right you are, Doctor. Let's go.
Very well. On that Christmas Eve in '86, I was standing in our Baker Street rooms, dressed in the costume of Santa Claus. Holmes, his long, thin fingers pressed together, lay back in an armchair and gazed at me quizzically, while our housekeeper, Mrs. Hudson, stood by the door and...
Well, Dr. Watson, you make a grand Santa Claus.
Yes, he does, doesn't he, Mrs. Hudson? Try on the beard, Watson, old chap.
I am afraid this is going to be a little uncomfortable. There now. How does it look?
Oh, you look just like the old man on the Christmas cards, Doctor.
Yes, Watson. It really becomes you. That cherry twinkle in your eye, that ruddy complexion, and the appropriate girth. What a shame we now can't obtain some snow and a sleigh and a reindeer for you. However, I'm sure Mrs. Hudson's nieces will be very much impressed.
They will that, sir, and it's very kind of you, Doctor, to offer to come over to the house with me. With their father in the hospital and my sister at his bedside, it would have been a very miserable Christmas without ye.
Oh, I shall enjoy myself, but I think I'll take this beard off before we get there. That's it. Are you ready to leave, Mrs. Hudson?
I am, sir. Will I get a cab?
How far do we have to go?
Oh, Lexington Gardens, number 28. It's just off the Edgware Road, Doctor.
Oh, it's not that far. But bearing in mind my costume, I suppose we'd better take a cab.
Aye, sir. I'll get one.
Holmes, what are you going to do with yourself? I hate leaving you alone on Christmas Eve.
Oh, don't worry, old chap. I'll spend a profitable evening writing on my new monograph.
Oh, what's this one about?
An analysis of teeth marks on a pipe stem with a particular character indicated.
Oh, gracious me, how exciting. Well, I must be going.
Don't forget your sack of presents, old fellow.
Oh, great Scott. No, no, no.
Oh, and when you come to distribute them, you'll find that I took the liberty of adding a few little trinkets on my own behalf.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you, Holmes.
Door.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
We have
wait.
to open the door.
Oh, excuse me, Dr. Holmes, Mr. Holmes, but there's a gentleman to see you. Says he's an old friend of yours. Here's his card, sir.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's old Whitcomb. Splendid. Ask him to come in, please, Mrs. Hudson.
All right, sir.
And I hope your party is a great success, Mrs. Hudson.
Thank you, sir. Are you sure you don't want me to stay, now that you have a visitor, I mean?
Oh, no, indeed, no, Mrs. Hudson. I can show the gentleman out by myself. You go off and have a good time.
Thank you, sir.
I wonder what Lord William wants. Perhaps I should stay and give you...
No, please, my dear fellow, certainly not.
Eh?
You've come far more important work to do. Whitcomb probably wants his revenge in chess or something equally as innocuous. Off with you, my dear fellow, and enjoy yourself.
Oh, very good. Just the same, I wish you were coming with me. I'll see you later.
I shall be there. Come in, Whitcomb.
Hello, Holmes. Oh, evening, Watson. You make a very convincing Santa Claus. Are you leaving?
I'm afraid so, Lord Whitcomb.
Well, good night then.
Good night. Good night, sir.
Door. Close it.
How are you, Holmes? All alone on Christmas Eve, eh?
Chuckles. Yes. Whitcomb, I'm glad you came to see me. What is it to be? An evening of chess? Or have you unearthed some recent treasure of medieval poverty or pottery, whatever it may be, that we can discuss?
Neither, Holmes. I've come to you in your professional capacity. I need help.
Oh, come now. Whitcomb, you don't tell me that after all these years of quiet friendship, you're going to be my client.
Yes, I'm afraid so, Holmes. Though I doubt if my problem will be an interest you very much. It's hardly up to you rather colorful standards. Care for a cigar?
Oh, thanks. Oh,
Sounds back. Wait a minute.
Oh,
You can do it over there, but it's okay. Keep going.
Now, dear Whitcomb, what is the trouble?
well, I decided this year to have a little Christmas party in my town house. I'm quite comfortably off, as you know, and it occurred to me that I have several relatives and friends who are not as well off. I'm having a party for them tonight, Holmes, and I'd hoped you attend it, disguised as Santa Claus.
Oh, my dear fellow, I've adopted many disguises in my time, but Father Christmas was never one of them. Why do you want me to attend your party as disguised in any case? Are you ashamed of your friendship with a private detective? Or do you consider my features more acceptable when buried beneath the depths of a snowy beard?
Now, my dear Holmes, do take me seriously. I'm not joking, I assure you.
Oh, of course you're not. Of course you're not. You want me to attend a party disguised. Why?
I'm given some very valuable presents. Diamond and onyx cufflinks, platinum and ruby earrings, and such like. And I wrapped each of the presents in blank notes.
Dear me. Where are these presents now?
In a sack, in charge of my butler. I was going to dress up as Santa Claus and give them out myself, until I got a warning letter. That's why I've come to you.
Warning letter, eh?
Yes, I received it by this evening's post. Listen to this. My dear Lord Woodcombe, your generosity with Christmas presents borders in obstination. We do not approve. Either we receive £5,000 in souvenirs at Post Restati Box 379 by 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve, or I'm afraid your Christmas party will be conspicuous by its absence of presents.
Let me see the note, Whitcomb, will you?
Yes, here you are.
Thanks. Plain paper, torn from a penny notebook. Writing is obviously disguised, and it... By George, yes, Whitcomb, I'll accept the case. I'll come with you to your party at once, and furthermore, I shall follow your suggestion regarding a disguise. Dressed as Santa Claus, I shall be less likely to attract suspicion.
I'm delighted, Holmes. But what made you decide so suddenly?
This writing, my dear fellow, this writing. Though it's in a false hand, I know the characteristic M in my dear Whitcomb. I've seen it too often in the beginning of a signature. Moriarty.
Moriarty? Who's he?
Oh, one of the cleverest and most unscrupulous criminals in England, Whitcomb. There is no time to be lost. It's, let me see now, 6:30 and a half of an hour beyond the deadline given to you in the letter. We must go to your house at once.
This is as far as the cab can take us, Doctor.
Here you are, cabby. Here's 5 shillings for you, and a Merry Christmas.
Oh, bless you, Governor, and Merry Christmas to you, too.
You said you wanted to get into the house through the back way so that you could surprise the children.
Yes, I thought I'd pretend to come down the kitchen chimney.
Oh, you can get to the back of the house by going up the alley here. I'll go in the front door.
Splendid, splendid, Mrs. Hudson. Which is the house?
Number 28. It's the third one down the alley, Doctor. I'll have the back window open in no time, and you can slip in without any of the bairns seeing you.
Very well. Gloomy little street, I must say.
Maybe. Sounds like a church organ.
Hello, where's that music coming from?
Oh, it's from the temple across the street, Doctor. The disciples of the octagonal square, they call themselves.
What on earth do you suppose that means?
Oh, some newfangled cult, heathens most likely.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm not the only Santa Claus abroad tonight. Look at that fellow across the street over there.
Oh, dressed like yourself, Doctor, and carrying a sack too. Oh, he's running up the steps to the temple.
Great Scott, he slipped on the ice. I wonder what his hurry was. Here, my man, let me help you up, sir.
Oh, be careful now, Doctor. Dinner trip yourself.
Here you are, sir. Now give me your hand.
Thank you, sir. Silly of me, wasn't it?
Oh, we Santa Clauses have to help each other, you know. Up you come. That's it.
Whoa!
Oh, gracious me.
Oh, Doctor, I told you to be careful. Now you've fallen too.
Oh, it's this confounded red coat of mine. It tripped me up.
Oh, did you hurt yourself, sir?
No, I'm all right, I think. How about you, sir?
Oh, I'm all right, thanks. Silly of me to run, wasn't it?
Here's your sack, sir.
Thank you. Good night and Merry Christmas.
Good night. Same to you, sir. Same to you. Oh, he went into the temple. Must be a disciple of the octagonal square.
You're sure you're not hurt, Doctor?
No, of course not, Mrs. Hudson. Give me my sack, please. Thank you. Your sister's house is the third one down this alleyway, you say?
I'll hurry and open the back window.
Yes, I'll be waiting for you, Mrs. Hudson. This is going to be rather fun. What a shame Holmes isn't with us. Oh well, he's probably happier having a good game of chess with Lord Widcombe.
Much better.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon at night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel.
This is my house, Holmes, number 39.
39 Bronson Square, eh? And dear old Watson is just around the corner at Lexington Gardens and hasn't any idea I've left Baker Street.
Yes, here you are, cabby.
Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, sir.
Listen to that. Carols, singers.
Yes, we'll probably have our fill of them before the evening's over.
Door opens, door closes.
Good evening, my lord.
Have these arrived, Hargrave?
Most of them, sir. They're in the library. You brought another Santa Claus with you, I see, my lord.
Another Santa Claus? What do you mean?
The gentleman arrived 3/4 of an hour ago, sir, dressed as Santa Claus. I took him to your study, my lord, and showed him the sack of presents.
Confound it! He's got here before us. Where's the study?
This way.
I hope I didn't do wrong, my lord. You told me that a gentleman dressed as Santa Claus would be coming here. Dear me, the gentleman appears to have gone.
Yes, and the sack containing the presents is with him.
But he can't have left the house, my lord. I've been watching the front door.
Yes, and while you were doing that, he slipped out through the window here. The catch is undone. Hargrave, describe this man.
Can't tell you much about his appearance, I'm afraid, sir. He was just a Santa Claus, just like yourself, but I did notice one thing about him, sir.
Sorry about that. I was enthralled with the catch. Oh, what was that?
He lisped, sir. It was quite pronounced.
Of course, Lou the Lisper.
Who on earth is Lou the Lisper?
One of Moriarty's most trusted accomplices. Fortunately, though, I've had news of him lately through the underworld, the grapevine.
You know where he lives?
He's reputed to have some connections with a new cult that calls themselves the Disciples of the Octagonal Square. Their headquarters is just around the corner from here.
Then let's go there at once.
Of course. In Hargrave?
Yes, sir.
Get a message to Scotland Yard as fast as you can. Ask for Inspector Lestrade and tell him to join me at the Temple of the Octagonal Square in Lexington Gardens as soon as possible.
Oh, the children are awful excited, Doctor. I told them you just came down the chimney.
I'll slip the beard on and then I'll go into him. There we are.
Will I announce you, Doctor?
Yes, yes, please, Mrs. Hudson.
All right, sir.
Oh my God, Santa's coming! Oh my God, Santa! Yes, I'm like Whoop Holler.
Quiet now, children. Quiet. Santa Claus has come to see you, and he's brought you all presents.
Hello, children.
Hello, Santa Claus. My name is Elise. Did you bring me a present?
I did, Elsie. I'll look in my sack in a minute and, what's your name, young man?
Herbert, they call me Bertie. Did you come down the chimney?
Yes, Bertie.
I bet you had a good time doing it. You're so fat.
Oh, don't be rude, Bertie, or Santa Claus won't give you your presents.
And what's your name, little man?
Lionel. I've got a cold.
Oh,
Yes, I see you have. Well, children, gather round me and I'll see what presents I've got for you. The first present is for, well, this can't be right. It says for Her Grace, the Dowager Duchess of Dooley.
Just give us our presents. Come on.
oh, do you suppose Mr. Holmes has been playing a practical joke on you, Doctor?
Well, I suppose so, but I can't see the point myself. But he did say that he'd added a few trinkets of his own.
I want my presents.
Then supposing you take this, Elsie.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Me.
And this one is marked for the Reverend Arthur Carter. I wonder what Holmes is up to. Here you are, Bertie.
Cool. Thanks. I've always wanted to be Reverend Arthur.
And this is for you, Lionel, because you've been a good little boy.
This isn't very big, is it? I wanted a dog.
Oh, you wanted a dog. Good gracious me. Well, I'll bring you a dog next year, Lionel.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Presents. Yes.
Dr. Watson,
Yes.
Yes, Mrs. Hudson.
look at the wrapping on these presents. Doctor, why, they're 20-pound notes.
Great Scott.
Oh, cool. Look what I got.
Now, let me see. Why, cufflinks. And diamond and onyx ones, unless I'm very much mistaken.
Got some pretty earrings. Look how they sparkle.
Let me see those.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Those are so pretty. They're so
Good
sparkly.
gracious. I swear that these are platinum and rubies. What in thunder's going on?
I want my earrings back.
Give me back mine, too.
Well, here you are, here you are.
Dr. Watson, what do you suppose has happened?
I don't know, Mrs. Hudson. Perhaps my toys are still at the bottom of the sack. I can't understand it. I wish Holmes were here instead of dozing in front of our fire in Baker Street.
Where are you, Holmes?
Here, in the bed. Oh, by the bed. I could be in the bed too, who knows. This is the only room in the temple that gives any signs of being lived in. I think our bird has been here, but I'm afraid he's flown. With Inspector Lestrade, Lestrade, I guess his name is. Strike a match, will you, Whitcomb?
Right.
My match is better.
Here's a candle on the table.
Just as I feared. Look at the bed.
A red coat and a beard?
Yes, Lou the Lisper has discarded his disguise, and gone with him, I'm afraid, are the valuable presents.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's a sack lying on the floor. Oh, no, this isn't mine. Look what's in it. A toy dog, large box of chocolate, little girl's doll.
What the thunder? Why, this is Watson's sack.
But how on earth could Lou the Lisper got hold of it?
Somewhere, somehow, he and Dr. Watson must have made an accidental exchange, and Lou the Lisper is no doubt trying to track Watson down at this very moment. We must work fast, Whitcomb, or my friend's life and those of Mrs. Hudson and her relatives are in danger. Won't be worth the little tinker, damn.
Sounds like a hockey game.
It does.
Okay.
Act 2.
Oh no, Doctor, you can't break off your story there.
Oh, yes, I can, my boy. Before I go on, I thought we'd have a glass of port just to freshen us up.
Oh, well, that's something different, of course.
All right, wait.
I already did that.
I'm supposed to do it over here.
My mic's here, you clunk ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Back to the story. Okay.
Instead of talking about pork, instead of talking about port as I sometimes do, it'll be nice to drink it for a change.
There you are, my boy. And a Merry Christmas to you.
Same to you. And now, what happened next, Doctor? We left you at the children's Christmas party and Sherlock Holmes and Lord Whitcomb at the corner of the temple at Octagonal Square.
Oh, yes, Mr. Bartell. Although, at the time, of course, I had no idea what was going on. There I was, cheerfully handing out gifts worth, well, not a king's, at least a baronet's ransom, while outside the temple of the Octagonal Square, Holmes and Lord Whitcomb were talking to Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard.
And that's the case in a nutshell. Lestrade.
Yes, seems to be, Lord Whitcomb. You've been whispered to get in touch with Scotland Yard when you first got the warning note. We could have nabbed him when he came to your house and pinched the sack of presents.
Lestrade, this is no time for postmortems. We've got to reach Lou the Lisper before he finds Dr. Watson.
Do you suppose he can do that, Holmes?
It wouldn't be difficult. Lou the Lisper is nearly as clever as his master, Professor Moriarty. The chances are that you were followed when you came to Baker Street tonight, Whitcomb, and it's equally likely that Watson and Mrs. Hudson were followed when they left it. Moriarty seldom leaves anything to chance.
Well, where did Dr. Watson go tonight?
28 Lexington Gardens. It's just around the corner from here.
Well, then let's go there at once.
And frighten our quarry away. No, 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 Lestrade. We must use a little subtlety, in fact, instead of a big one. Now Lou the Lisper wishes to recover the sack of presents from Watson. How would he invade the party with the least possible trouble?
By, By dressing up as Santa Claus again.
No. I think he overplayed that role for one evening.
Well, then how would he try to get in, Mr. Holmes?
Oh, come now, Lestrade. What group of people can enter any house on Christmas Eve without an invitation, without creating suspicion?
The carol singers.
Exactly, my dear fellow. I wouldn't, somebody wouldn't. I shouldn't be at all surprised that if at this very moment Lou the Lisper and some of his gang are singing carols outside of 28 Lexington Gardens.
Well, then what are we going to do?
We'll form a rival choral society. How many of your men did you bring with you?
3, a sergeant and 2 constables.
Wearing greatcoats?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, but why?
Good. They can hide their helmets and pretend to be singers. Come on, let's go over there, and while we're walking, we'll rehearse our carols. We must appear reasonably convincing. Sound your A, Lestrade. Your A.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon at night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel. Hither, page, and stand by me.
Stop. Sorry.
I'm happy. Don't leave me hanging here, guys.
So funny.
Take me for a ride on your back, Santa Claus.
No, you mustn't make Santa Claus too tired, Lionel.
That's all right, Mrs. Hudson. Hop on, Lionel. Hop on. Oh, wait.
Could be Christmas,
Hold on.
looking for a little.
Amongst his telling, yonder peasant, who is he? Where and what is dwelling? Sire, he lives a good league hence, underneath a mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes fountain.
Oh, they're singing carols outside the door.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Can't they come inside and sing for us, Santa Claus?
Oh, yes, of course they can. Ask them to come in, Mrs. Hudson, will you?
All right, sir.
Ooh, come on. Let me get on your back, too.
Oh, now. Take it easy. Ooh, there we go.
Oh,
God, don't sing that. Where's the real singer?
Bring me meat and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither.
Okay.
I want to see our reindeer, Santa.
See my reindeer? Well, they're up on the roof.
Well, I'll climb up and see them.
Oh, no. You mustn't do that. They're asleep. Oh, here are the carol singers. Off you get, children. There we go. That's it. Now, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening and Merry Christmas.
Would you like to sing some carols to the children? After that, I'm sure you'd like a drop of something to warm you up.
Well, thank you, sir. We'd sir like that.
Haven't I met you somewhere before, my man?
No, sir. I'm sure you haven't. Come on, then. Let's sing Good King Wenceslas.
Good King Wenceslas, baby, looking for the...
Don't sing.
Well, here we are at the house, Mr. Holmes. Now what?
Good King Wenceslas. Shh! Listen. Lou the Lisper and his men are already here because King Wenceslas is sung with a wisp.
Are we going in there now?
In a moment. Now, men, you have your truncheons handy?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we're ready.
That's funny. That copper sounded like Matson. Splendid. Now remember, when we're inside and I yell, Merry Christmas at the top of my lungs, we'll bring out the truncheons and get Lou and Lisper and his gang out as quickly as possible. Don't arrest them until we get them outside, Lestrade. I don't want to frighten the poor little children.
Right you are, Mr. Holmes. We're ready. Just give us the word and we'll go in and get him.
Good King Whistle.
Sire, the night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Feels my heart, I know not how, I can go no longer.
Ah, that was very nice singing. And now, how about something to warm you all up?
That won't be necessary, Dr. Watson. See to the door, Sammy. Now all of you stay right where you are.
Who are you? What do you think you're up to?
Please don't be difficult, Doctor. All I want is the jewels of my sacks that you stole from me tonight. You try and stop me and I still have to hurt you.
Why do you talk so funny? You got a cold like me?
Shut up! Now, Doctor, where's the jewels?
First Noel.
Oh, curses! There's some more carol singers outside.
Shall I tell him to go away, Lou?
No, better let them come in. If we don't, they might get suspicious.
All right, Lou, I suppose you know what you're up to.
No tricks, Doctor. If you try and give an alarm, I shall have to get rough with you.
Well, I don't mind about that, but just remember there are children present.
Door opens.
Oh, wait.
Door opens. How are ye, matey? You were here before us, hey? Well, what'd you say we join in a little carol for the nippers? Hey?
Well, all right. What do you want to sing?
How about Hark the Herald Angels Sing, eh?
All right. Ermen, let's sing.
Hark the Herald Angels. Hark the Herald Angels. Merry Christmas.
Oh, God, no! Oh, Jesus! Ah! What the heck? No! Stop! Stop!
Hitting each other on the head.
Dr. Watson, what's happening? They're all hitting each other with truncheons.
Here, you can't do that. They're all going away. They're dragging each other out. Hey, come back here.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, no! Stop it!
Holmes, what in thunder is going on?
I'll explain it to you later, old chap. Lestrade.
Yes,
Or
Mr.
Lestrade,
Holmes.
whatever your name is.
I don't know what name.
Lestrade.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
Take him to Scotland Yard and prefer charges. I'll be over in a little while to give evidence.
Right you are, sir. Too bad we didn't catch Professor Murray, too.
Well, at least we have some of his cohorts. I'll see you later. Door. Oop. Door.
I wish I knew what was going on here. Is Moriarty mixed up in this business?
Yes, Watson. I'll tell you all about it as soon as I've straightened this thing out. Oh, Whitcomb,
Yes, Holmes?
there are 20-pound notes that used to be used as wrapping for all your gifts, and they seem to have scattered all over the house. Do you want me to recover them too?
No. From what you told me of the children, I think their parents could use the money much more profitably than my relatives. In any case, I can replace it.
A very generous Christmas gift. Well, children, Did you enjoy the little game we staged for you?
It was a lot of fun.
Yes, I nearly died laughing when they started hitting each other.
Excitement.
Oh, dear me.
Ha.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, children. And now I want to show me the presents you received, please.
I got these pretty earrings.
Oh, they were part of the game, too. A nice little girl like you doesn't want silly earrings, Elsie. Instead, here's a beautiful doll for you.
Cool. Her eyes open and shut and everything.
And what did you get, my little man?
These.
Oh, cufflinks. Good gracious. Who wants cufflinks? It's like getting underwear.
Yeah.
When you can have a clockwork train, do you want to exchange?
Trade. Lord love a duck. Yes.
I wanted a dog.
There's one for you, Lionel. A nice woolly dog.
Oh, cool. He's lovely.
And here you are, children. Here's a nice big box of chocolates, too. You can all share them.
Oh, love me. What a night. I ain't had as much fun since Granny got her fingers stuck in the plug hole.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I still don't understand what's going on, Holmes.
Oh,
I don't know what a plug hole
I don't know what a plug
is
hole
either.
is.
But I must say, this has all the earmarks of being a happy Christmas.
Ah, yes, dear fellow. Mrs. Hudson,
I'm Mr. Holmes.
how's that turkey coming along? You know I love turkey.
Oh, sir, it'll be ready in a few moments.
Splendid. And while we're waiting, perhaps the children will oblige us in something we haven't heard so far all this evening, a proper script.
Yes, I know what you mean. A Christmas carol that really sounds convincing. How about it, children?
Sure.
Yay.
Silent night.
Holy no.
All is calm. All is bright. Round your bench.
Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on up here.
Oh, no.
Come on, guys. Join in. Join in. It's Christmas. One thing I should do is sing.
Yes, I agree.
Sleep in
Heavenly peace.
All right. That was lovely, children.
Oh, lovely.
All right, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Hudson, Mr. Watson, whoever the hell you are.
Well, Doctor, that really was a swell story on a Christmas Eve like this. Do you ever wish you were back in
Is
Baker
Little
Street
Lisp still
celebrating
there?
Christmas? There.
At times, yes. But actually, Mr. Bartell, I'm very happy right here in my little home. There on the table is a beautiful little Christmas tree. There's a fine fire in my fireplace. My two dogs, Neo and Kobe, are sleeping peacefully at my feet. And best of all,
You changed
I've
the
got
names.
the love of every child in the neighborhood. Yes, I've got a great deal this Christmas Eve. Lots to be thankful for. And what with the troubles of the world on their way to being settled, it looks as if this is the brightest Christmas that I've ever had.
Well, that's how I feel about it too, Doctor.
I hope that all our friends listening in are just as happy this Christmas Eve as we are. And speaking not only for myself, but I know for all of us, from Ghost Chronicles Next Generation, we wish every one of you a happy Christmas from the bottom of our hearts.
And the Petrie family, too. And Petrie wine.
Petrie family.
And God, I need some.
Get some wine.
And
Okay.
that includes
No, well,
our
no.
radio reading.
Our radio
Not
reading.
the show.
Not
We
the
got
show,
a
though.
little bit more.
Merry Christmas, guys.
We'd like to give credit. I don't know if we can pan cameras. It's very possible to pan in on some of these people that are with us. And we'd like to give credit to our readers who did such a interesting job.
Oh, yeah. The kids that you see here with us today, and of course we have lovely Jan,
Saint
Ron's
Jan.
wife, in the middle.
Somewhere.
Maybe we can get her.
That's all right.
There's Jan in the
There
middle.
she is with the stupid reindeer ears on.
That's the lovely
There she is.
There you go.
Mrs. Kolek with her ears.
Mm-hmm.
But we would like to thank Jan for coming all the way down and filming
She had no
it
choice, I
tonight.
was driving.
She had no choice. And then now the rest of the kids we'd like to thank. And all the kids here are in our East Bridgewater Community Television Multi-Media Club. And they help us with all these productions. They crew with us on this show all the time.
They announce baseball games or football games.
They do anything we can twist our arms to do. So starting from the end, I'd like to introduce, we have Jack way down on the end. And then Sean. And then Amanda.
Come on, get in there, Amanda.
There she is. And then over to Sam. There we go.
Sam.
Otherwise known as our wonderful
Lou the Lisper.
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 That's me.
Louise the Lisper.
That's me.
And then everybody that you don't see on the set with us, in the control room, we have Russ, Zach,
We couldn't
Ryan.
do the show without him.
we could not,
No.
and Liz and Kathy.
Liz, Kathy,
Kathy and Kathleen. Ryan's in here. He's our floor director. I didn't forget you. Don't worry.
We wouldn't forget you, even no matter how hard we try. But anyways, Christmas is coming, and is that a big thing in your family, you guys? No?
It is, yeah, pretty big, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you're pretty old now. So let's start with the one on the end. What was the best gift you ever got for Christmas?
Question.
Don't think too hard; it
That was
hurts.
hard. That's,
Okay, well,
He got stuck with the first one, so you guys actually can think of this ahead of time.
my parents are wonderful people.
probably my dog, I'd say.
Your dog?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. What's his
Cat.
name?
Her name is Speedy.
Speedy.
Oh, what kind of dog?
Boston Terrier.
Oh, cool. And what about you, Sean?
Money.
I knew it.
Yeah. Really? And what
No
about?
video games?
Money.
And what about you?
Oh gosh. The year the Wii came out, my dad had it under a tarp and he lifted it up and I cried.
Oh.
What was it?
Oh.
The Wii.
The Wii.
It's a video game.
A Wii?
Oh,
Yeah.
We.
That's nice.
We like W-I-I.
W-I-I.
Like
Nintendo?
I thought it was
Nintendo
something you
Wii.
did in the
Nit-
bathroom.
No.
Stop!
Fun.
W-E-E.
Yeah.
What about you, St. Jana? What was the best gift you ever got?
Oh, let me see.
You.
Of course.
Every Christmas just is wonderful. I can't pick any one particular thing out, but going back to my childhood, it wasn't Christmas, but I got a brand new bicycle for graduating from the 8th grade, and that was
That's nice,
super
but
wonderful,
that's not a Christmas
terrific.
gift. But
I know.
We'll give it to you anyway.
Yeah.
A funny story about Jan is before we got married, the poor girl, I bought her a hope chest, and I had it downstairs in where we had our Christmas tree, and I brought her over, and she didn't even notice it.
Well, his mother's hope chest was right next to it, and he kept saying, "See? Yeah, I see. It's your mother's hope chest." No, over there.
No, totally wasted on her. And what about our good friend here, Sammy?
I have to say it was the archery set my dad got me 2 years ago.
Really?
I am a huge geek, so I'm a big fan of Hawkeye from the Avengers and Kate Bishop as well. So when my dad got me the archery set, I felt like I could be just like them. So I got into archery. I'm still into it, so that
So,
was one
you
of the
any
best
good
things
at
I got. I am a little bit. I haven't done it in a while just because I've been mixed up in school and such, but
So if we put an apple on Ann's head, you could shoot
Yeah.
it.
Oh, no. We're not gonna. I love Anne too much. We're not gonna do
Put
that.
it on your head.
If we do it to me,
I'm just guessing.
Remind me not to get Sam mad. She'll come at me with a bow.
Yeah, like the archer or whatever it is. What is that, Arrow? Arrow's the superhero, right?
From which one? DC, it's Green Arrow.
Yeah,
and
Green
then
Arrow, yeah, the guy there.
Marvel,
What
it's
about you,
Hawkeye.
Ann? I know you're much older than them, so.
Well, slightly. I've received many wonderful Christmas gifts.
Yeah, don't cut it.
from
Can you think of one that really
my
stood out?
husband and my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, the one that I still have and I still use to this day, and I was so surprised to get it, it was the first Christmas that we were married, and it's my KitchenAid mixer.
Really? Oh, those
Yeah,
things are nice, yeah.
of all things. And I love it. To this day, I still use it, still working, and we've been married 32 years.
Right, nothing says loving like a major appliance.
I know, right? No, it was an awesome appliance, but
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, you know, I've gotten some very. What about you?
One of the coolest things I got, in fact, I still have it up in the attic, was this giant destroyer. It was probably 3 foot long, really, and it had turrets on it and diff charges, and you could. It was battery operated, so you could turn the guns, and they fired real projectiles, not like today.
Cool! So you could actually injure someone with
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Oh, that's
Back in the
great.
day
That's a
when
great
kids were kids
present.
and they had fun, you know,
Awesome.
we'd go out with sticks and stuff, and, you know, we lived, but whatever.
Sticks.
Yeah, sticks.
Back in the
Play
Stone
with
Age,
sticks
they
and
played with
rocks
sticks
and
and
stuff
rocks.
like. Yeah, of course. We didn't have to worry about it. And you know what? The other thing is, like, we used to go out and we'd play, and we knew when the street lights came on, it was time to go home. So we did that, and it's not that way nowadays. Everybody's, of course, they all have phones anyways, and their parents are like, get your ass over here right now.
You can't swear.
It's not a swear.
Oh, yes, it is.
It's a part of
public
an
access.
enemy.
You can't say that on public access.
Oh.
Stop it.
All right, I didn't say that.
All right.
All right.
He used a potty word.
Yeah.
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 Is it
There are
really?
children in here. I'm Birdie, a child, and you can't swear.
To do that.
Birdie, a child.
Well, we'll blip that out so no one hears
Burning
it.
a child.
He's traumatizing a whole generation of children,
course.
or young adults.
Yeah,
I
but we
should
can
say.
blip them out
It's
anyway.
worse than when Grandma got her finger stuck in the plug hole.
So.
I still don't know what that
I don't know what that is.
yeah, I don't want to know.
I was
Don't
just
want to
reading the
know.
script.
I'm hoping it's a faucet. It's
I'm
a faucet.
hoping it was a
Or a
is. Like a
drain.
hole?
It's a drain.
Oh, that makes sense. I
The
never thought of
drown,
that.
The
The
I don't know.
drown.
We stuck her finger in can I say that?
That is-
Stuck her finger in the dike. I don't know if I can say that on TV anymore either.
You
but
can't say
anyways.
that either.
Um,
Jeez. You yell at me.
Horrified.
Can I put my shoe back on?
Put your shoe back on.
All right.
So when Ron called me and said, I want to do something different for the Christmas show, for our anniversary show,
Yes, we did.
he suggested this script, and I thought that it was a very interesting idea
Yeah, until you heard it.
until I started it. But it was fun, and I hope that you all enjoyed it. And I know we still have 5 minutes left. So,
Oh, that's all right. We can always sing, you know.
Oh, God.
I'll do a solo.
Some live
Who would like Ron to revisit Santa Baby from last year's Christmas show?
What?
No.
No.
We don't want
no.
that.
But
Oh,
you're right.
those?
This is our 3rd year we've been doing these shows, right? And we've been often imitated, but never duplicated.
Duplicated.
Exactly.
That's the word. That's what we're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as crazy as this show is, people like it. I think.
Why?
I have
Do
no
you think
clue.
anybody's watching? Is anybody watching?
Well,
we
we're
don't have
watching-
a chat room, so
Do
we
you-
can't chat.
Wait a minute. Do you know that this month we had 113,000 downloads on iTunes?
Isn't that amazing?
No, the voice of God just
113,000.
spoke.
The voice of God just spoke. What did you say to us?
I said the FCC may be watching.
The FCC's watching.
And that voice, of course, you might recognize that voice as the voice of Santa Claus from last year's Santa Baby.
Who's Santa this year? Yeah.
We have no Santa.
No Santa.
We're all
we
Santa.
all have Santas.
We all have Santa hats.
It's like walking
That doesn't
around.
mean
We're
that-
all
that doesn't
Santa.
make us
We're all
Santa.
So,
I am
Ann,
Santa.
we have
You're
been
not
doing.
Santa.
I am.
Your hat's-
Ann and I have been
Spice
doing
not
these
white,
shows
though.
for
Fight
like
me.
3 years, right?
1v1
3 years,
blocks.
This is
right?
our 3-year anniversary.
And we've done a lot of interesting shows. And what to you was your favorite one to do besides this one, of course?
Oh God! Besides this one,
Yeah.
I don't think anything could ever top Santa Baby last year.
Santa Baby was
That
good.
was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But The Magician, the Amazing Viano.
Oh yeah, that was
That
one of the
was
early
just
ones.
so much fun.
Yeah.
That was early. That was our first 6 months, I think.
Yeah. One of my favorite shows, of course, was the Relic Show.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can never forget
Who
the Relic
can
Show.
ever forget the Relic Show?
If you think-
I tried
I get-
to burn it out of my memory.
I
but
get in
it's just
trouble for
not
bleeping
working.
this out.
Yeah.
but anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. We've had so many in between. We had.
I enjoyed doing the Rutland one as well. That was fun.
Oh, yeah, we
That we
went out
came
to the
back and we
prison.
went to Rutland and discussed it and everything else. And of course, our Halloween specials are always fun, where you do your little magical things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spells.
And spells, and
I
we,
like
we
doing
do
my
some
little
crazy
spells.
stuff. Right? I'm sorry we didn't bring, Marijuana.
Marijuana
Yeah, we should have
in the
brought her
last
in
show,
for the last
yeah.
show, but that's terrible. And that.
Marijuana the iguana.
So anyways, we want to thank you guys for tuning in, and
USS Salem was cool.
Oh, the
Oh,
USS Salem.
yeah, Santa
I know
Claus
that
says
Zach
USS
and
Salem.
Russ really enjoyed the USS Salem.
you know, I felt really bad. I mean, for those who didn't see what happened on the USS Salem, I mean, it was poor Zach. Zach was like laying on the cold metal with a boom mic,
boom mic.
holding it up, and trying to do it on it, and yeah,
Zach.
we put him through hell.
But if anybody has missed any of our fabulous, wonderful shows, they're all at www.ebctv.org in our archives on the video on demand.
It's www.ebct.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dot.
Don't
Dots.
forget
You wanna put the dots
the
in
dot.
But and you can listen to all our shows because we not only do this live show, video show, we do the 3 internet radio shows, and those are at toginet.com.
Yeah, sure. Or
Or
iTunes.
iTunes.
Yep, you can
They're
subscribe
on
to
iTunes.
iTunes and be one
So-
of the 113,000 downloaders that are crazy enough to listen to them. But anyways, that was good.
Yeah.
So we ran out of time on the show, which is why we're winging it a little bit here tonight.
Well, we underestimated our time.
Yes. But
I mean, it's a pretty long script if you're looking at it.
Yes,
It's
it
like
is.
it's quite a bit.
So why don't we say goodbye? We can be a couple minutes shy.
we
As
can.
much as we love all our people, I'm sure that they don't want to hear us
Babble
meander
on.
our way.
Oh, but one
into
thing
the
they didn't
last
show, wait a minute,
30
one thing that we didn't show, and we should show, is that we did some super sound effects right here. And this over here was my sound effect table, where I made all these fabulous sound effects, like the cab.
Most of them came from an iPad.
See, it's a cabby thing.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And,
Marvelous
and
sound
we,
effects.
Oh, no,
we
we're
had
out
the
of-
wonderful popping bottle.
We're out of green screen for
There you
that.
go.
Green screen on.
And matches and
It's just black.
pouring wines and shoes and presents, which we ripped the hell out of.
Went through on the
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
All right, let's say
I would have
goodnight.
liked to have
I'll
ripped
open
one of
this
those
one,
open,
notes
but
are
you
okay.
kept it to
What are
yourself.
we doing?
Wait a minute, you want to rip one over?
Yes, give
There
me
you
it.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody have some potato chips. Merry Christmas.
Yes. My goodness, this is my
Here, you want to rip
my
one too?
dream. Here.
I want to rip
All right.
So in
Let's
that
go.
case, there's nothing else. So in that case, that's the way we're going to wind
It's
it
a
up.
box. Thank you so much. All I ever wanted is an empty box.
And I'm
This
gonna
gave
take it
the
home
children
because I
empty
used them
boxes.
here and here out to wrap gifts.
You know, Sam, how appreciative we were back in the old days is that my parents would always, in our stockings, they would always put some little coins in, and they would put an orange in it, and I always got the same damn snow globe. Can I say damn, or is that?
No, you're not supposed to say that either.
Oh, well, okay. That same snow globe, every year, every Christmas, they'd put away, and they'd put it back in the stocking, and I got the same.
Here you go again.
Oh, nice.
Let's
Okay.
say goodnight. Say goodnight.
So let's go out singing.
No, we need to wrap it up. Brian's telling us to wrap it up.
All right, so it's time.
Thank you, everybody.
On behalf of all of us,
And Merry Christmas. Happy 3-year anniversary. And we hope that all of you have a fantastic Christmas, New Year, whatever holiday you celebrate.
Christmas,
Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa.
There you go.
Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa to all of you.
the force.
Good night. Thank you. And
Merry Christmas to all.
And to all a good
All
night.
you guys say happy holidays.
Yeah.
From ghoulies to ghosties, long-leggedy beasties, and things that go bump in the night. Deliver us, good Lord.